Hi guys. Okay, despite what my username might tell you, I am no storyteller. I mean, I'm telling you this story and I live in Alaska, so I guess it counts, but anyway, I live in Anchorage, Alaska, born and raised here. I know the town pretty intimately. We are on the water, surrounded by the Cook Inlet Peninsula. Across the water from us is the Sleeping Lady Mountain, and closer to our city is Fire Island. Fire Island is about 3 miles offshore. It stretches maybe 2 miles long, half a mile wide, and until today, I'd not been there in years. No one lives on Fire Island, but some people work there, which is how the windmills got there. The island is home to a cluster of windmills that were used in an experiment in renewable energy. I've heard that some of the power the harness is used on the mainland, but I don't know any details of that. Anyway, I've been wanting to go over there for a while now, just to check it out and to see the windmills up close. They always look so pretty at night here. You can actually walk to Fire Island when the tide is out, but it's an idiotic thing to do. With how quickly the tides move and with the mudflats, it's just not smart. So me and my friend Grace decided to use her dad's little plywood motorboat to go scope it out. We left this morning at 11 a.m. when the tide was all the way in. We got there in no time and spent the afternoon exploring. The windmills were cool, as we were expecting, but there wasn't much else on the island, and by 2 p.m. we were ready to leave. Except by that time, the tide was almost all the way out. The boat was sitting in the mud, and there was no way it would run until the tide came back in. "We could be here for hours," Grace groaned. I sighed and shook my head. We were so stupid to not have checked the tides. So we waited it out, just wandering around talking until almost 5 p.m. when the tide had mostly come back in. But as we were walking back to the boat, I heard something in the woods in front of us. It sounded like a branch snapping, except much louder than you would expect. "Grace, did you hear that?" "Hear what?" But she was suddenly silenced as something emerged from the trees. It was clear to both of us that it was a hand and that it was not human. The hand was 3 times the size of a human hand and was the wrong color, a deep purple like bruised skin. Its fingers were long and pointed and covered in a red substance that looked like blood. "But I saw that," Grace whispered in terror. We turned then and fled the other direction, not stopping until we got to the boat. It was only when we stopped running that we heard footsteps behind us, rushing through the trees. We frantically shoved the boat into the water and got in, yanking on the chain of the motor, which, miraculously, started on the first try. As we sped away from the island, I glanced back. I wish I hadn't. The thing was standing there on 2 legs like a person, but hunched over like an ape. It was easily 10 feet tall, with long, bony limbs and those awful fingers. But its face, it looked dead, like a zombie almost, though somehow I knew that wasn't what it was. Its skull was protruding in several places, and its eyes were completely black. Flesh hung off of its face, and its teeth were sharp, with many rows like a shark. And as we drove away, it smiled at me. I don't know what this thing is. Have any of you seen it or heard of anything like it?